What's up, Slingshot Audio Garage? My name is Johnathan Taylor, and this is In the Lab podcast number 29. And with me, as usual, is Paula, my co-host, who just literally swooped in to save the day because a minute ago she was like, "I'm going to be late, guys," and here she is. Look at that.
Yay, I made it.
How's it going, Paula? How you been?
Good.
Good. Well, I want to make sure before we get started, make sure everybody, if you like our podcast, you like what we're talking about, if you like Slingshot Audio Garage, if you like the Slingshot Sound Spot and all the great things that TJ and Rob are doing over there, go to YouTube and like and subscribe. Hit the like button, hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. You don't have to set up notifications. You don't even have to know if we're on it. Just like and subscribe and share it with others. Let them know, hey, we're here, man, and we're trying to do more things in the community. We're trying to, reach out and help more people and try to help as many people as we can. And it's hard to do that, for free. So, that's at the end of the day, we definitely do as much as we can when we can with our own money, but it's, we want to extend that and do more and help more. So like and subscribe our YouTube channel. That really helps us be able to do that. And also I think next
my line, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I already had this whole monologue prepared because you were going to be late, and I'm like, I'm about to show them why we are the number one podcast, the number one podcast host. Since they always talk crap, on our group chat. It's like, I'm about to tell them how, why we're the best and what we do and how we do it. And so I was being ridiculous. My wife was like, "Oh my God, just stop already."
Good job.
But yeah, Slingshot Sound Spot, those guys are doing some cool things. I noticed Rainmaker's on the list. I'm not dead last. So I'm pretty happy about that. In the official standings, I think I'm number 3. So I'm not,
nice.
I'm sorry, not number 3. I'm third one from the bottom.
Oh.
So I'll take that, 0 wins and 3 losses. Pretty good.
He said slow down, number 2.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're doing some pretty cool stuff over there. They're definitely remapping the way that everything is looked at, categories, builders, product, if they just said, MMATs is going to be one of the top products in the country, like MMATs, that stuff's kind of old, but it's good stuff. It's proven in the Slingshot community. So it's just cool to see their breakdown and how they've really transformed it. That's exciting.
I love it. I love that podcast. I mean, wait.
What?
I love our podcast better, of course, but exactly. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
I mean, they're cool. They're on our team. Go Team SSAG. But are they the best? I mean, I don't know. And also, so next week on the podcast, we're going to have Cartel Baggers. Is that who it is, right?
Andy with Cartel Baggers, yes.
Okay, perfect. Well,
down here in Miami, so that one's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, you guys have Florida's where it's at. I think, it's, Florida, then East Coast, and then Texas. I think they pretty much have, well, I don't want to say Texas because there's a lot in Atlanta, a lot in Missouri. I mean, shit, I guess it's really kind of growing everywhere. It used to be 3 major sections, and now it's everywhere. So
yeah.
Let's start with our guest today. Is Jessie Montoya, and with her Alex Montoya Foundation, and we're going to talk with her and get to know her. And we've seen her in the community, and I've seen her man. We talked about that earlier, so I was like, I seen your Facebook, and I don't know who this person is, and so she had to take me into the living room where he was watching TV and see him. So He's great. That's my guy. So
She was
yeah, let's
asking
bring
me, she's like, how am I supposed to keep JP quiet for an hour? I was like, I don't know.
sometimes if he feels like the conversation is drowning, you're like, hey dude, just jump in, just come on. People would love to see him. Bring it on.
Yeah. All
Well, yeah,
right.
let's go ahead and bring Jessie on, and we'll talk with her. Hey Jessie, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Jess,
I
you're
know
so
they got
close, but so far away.
y'all have the Florida girl power going, so it's like I'll just sit over here and be quiet.
Oh,
Like last week, I was like, I'll just sit here.
Oh yeah, you're our second well,
Yep.
in a row.
See,
Yeah.
back to back. Yep.
Mhm.
That's right. We got to get some guys back on the show and talk and
no,
talk
it's
about.
girl power.
I know, right?
And we
Well,
actually have a lot of ladies in the chat supporting, and we really appreciate it. I see all of you guys saying hello. Hi guys.
yep. Well, Jessie, I'll tell you what. We'll start it off like I always do with the podcast, and let's start with whether your history started in motorcycles or audio, or slingshot the first thing, or whatever that whatever cool thing brought you to where we are today, and then talk about your foundation and what drives you today to do what you do.
Okay, well, I think, as young kids, we grew up on Harleys back in.
Hmm.
I was always the one on the back seat saying, go faster, go faster.
Yeah.
Um, but, as we got older, we get married, we start having kids, we start settling down, and I still love to ride. Um, Now, my son Alex, um, he was into, cars and audio and stuff like that, and he was well driven. He was an amazing son. Not
Hmm.
only that, a brother, the whole nine yards. And he came to me and he's like, I want this, I want that. Well, you can want in one hand and the other hand and
Yeah.
see which one comes
Yep.
out. But he was a very smart kid, so he graduated at 16,
Nice.
almost a 4.0 GPA. I'm very proud mom.
Yep.
So, but he didn't act smart in the house, but everybody knew on the outside,
Yep.
oh, he's a great kid. He's very respectful. And I'm like, are we talking about the same kid? You know?
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, look, you work hard enough, you bring me your down payment, you bring me whatever, and we'll go from there. He started his own business. He owned a tire shop in Nashville, Tennessee. So he did start that up. He worked day and night, almost 7 days a week. And one day he brought me a lot of ones, and I was thinking he was playing with me. He's like, "Here, I brought you my stripper money," and I'm thinking, "You're what?"
Yeah.
And he brought me the money. He was like, "I'm ready for my vehicle." It's like, "Okay, let's go." So we went to the dealership. We went to Mid South Motoplex in Clarksville, Tennessee, and he was like, "I want that," and it was a Polaris Slingshot, Black
Hmm.
Pearl. And I'm like, that's what you want? I was like, and he's like, Mom, come on, I'm grown. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I love riding. You want it? Get it. So we got
Yep.
it for him. So, and that, I tell you what, you can tell that was a little boy in a candy store. He
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
happy. So he got into riding it, and then his first group was that he started riding with was Music City Slingshot owners in Nashville.
Yeah.
So they took him, Mama Duck, Pam Armstrong, took him under her wing, and they showed him a great time. Showed him a
Yeah.
And
great time.
Jess, you can't see the comments, but Mama Duck, she's in the comments, and she said Alex was a great kid. We have
Yep.
a
Yes,
lot of people. Yeah, we have a lot of
yeah.
your.
The group, Music City Slingshot owners, especially Mama Duck, Pam, and Tim have been amazing. Especially what I went through. They were there for me, and I couldn't ask for better friends than them because, as a mom, parents, it was hard what I went through. But what they did, there's no way for me to pay them back.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was a big part of my life that got taken away, but I also gained a lot of family in the slingshot community.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how I pretty much got started in the slingshot. I continued his legacy because he loved to ride. So, and that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a, yeah, there's no, I mean, there's no words for it. It's hard to, you know, when we were talking earlier, with Ted, it's like, I don't have a child, so I don't know what the meaning of that type of loss is. But, I know that, it's, it never goes, the pain never goes away, but it gets easier every day. And, that's anytime you lose somebody. And, and I think the only thing you can do instead of just sitting down and, doing nothing is to try to, reach inside and figure out what would be the best way to preserve their memory and, talk about them and, just, celebrate their life and what they did and what they stood for and what they believed. And, even though it was a short life, it's still, you know, it's still
Right,
important, and people deserve and, should know,
right.
I
A
mourn
lot
for
of
people that don't
people,
know.
yeah, a lot of people don't know Alex's story.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a very long story, but I've been able, as much as I've talked about it, I'm able to cut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, out of it was 2019 February 13th on a Friday, and I had talked to Alex that morning about him coming home for the weekend. We're having a big cookout and stuff like that. He was like, "Mom, I've got to work." I was like, "Okay, well, I can see you tomorrow and everything." And he's like, "Okay, that's fine." And the last thing he had said to me, he's like, "I love you." And he's like, "By the way, do you need lunch money?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, that's how Alex was. "Do you need lunch
Yeah.
money?" I'm like, "Boy, I'm supposed to be asking you if you need lunch money,
Yeah.
you know?"
Yeah.
So, as the day went by, I was working and, busy getting ready for the party for the next day. And my oldest daughter was at work. She didn't get off till midnight. So, and I always watch the news. For some reason that night, I did not turn on the news. I just wanted to lay down and relax. And it's felt like as soon as I lay down and relaxed, I got that knock on that door. But it was that knock, that's not a normal knock.
Mm-hmm.
So the police officer for Oak Grove Police Department was knocking on my door, and I knew the police officer. And he had told me that I needed to call a number. So he handed me a paper. I ended up calling that number, and it was the chaplain on the other end to tell me that Alex had been in a fatal accident and that he didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I think I felt my heart like being ripped out of my chest.
Yeah.
I hit the floor and I had lost my voice and just screaming, because that's my baby. I don't care how old my kids are, they're always going to
Mm-hmm.
be my baby. And I'm sorry, I'm tearing up just a little.
No, it's okay.
So,
You take your time.
but the next day things, people pass in our family, like family members, good friends and stuff like that. And you never think it's going to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything went by so fast with a snap of the fingers. I didn't sleep because at 9 o'clock I was at the funeral home the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, funeral home. Monday, funeral home. Like it was like a non-stop thing. And, finally the service came. A lot of people showed up for Alex. And I
Mm-hmm.
finally got the detail of what had happened. My sister is a funeral home director and embalmer, and she was the one who took care of my son.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. And with her being a retired military police officer, she was able to do the investigation more. And Alex was coming home that night from getting him something to eat from work. And a car ended up running him off the road. And he tried to gain control back of the slingshot and wasn't able to gain control because it hit a drop off, between 2 to 6 foot drop off.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up slamming into a pole. And he was ejected. through a sling shade. His seatbelt released him. His seat snapped in half. His whole back of his seat came undone. Um, the car that ran him off the road, they kept going. They never stopped. And at that point, that's when I blocked everything else out because I don't want to know how my son landed. I don't know. I didn't want to know what position he was in. I just, I until this day, I still feel bad because I wasn't there with him. I
Yeah.
was 40 minutes away, and so the investigation still went on and went on. There was no leads, and the case obviously ended up getting closed. So it's another cold case for Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, but
It's
that was the accident.
and that's sad. And I mean, it's I can't say it enough when I always say stuff about, when people get so petty about audio and just bitching about whatever. It's like life is so short to be worried about something so silly, like a stereo system, when things like this can happen, and you can't control it, and it just but
Right.
I will say though, that as a mother, you did something right, because just like when you said, when people would say, oh yeah, Alex was always nice, and you would say, yes ma'am, no no sir, he was respectful, and you were like, whose kid are y'all talking about? Like that's how you're supposed to raise a kid. You raise them with
Right.
the iron fist in the house, and
Yeah.
they, it seems like they're always not doing what they're supposed to do, but then there's those moments in public, and then just like that moment when he asked you, did you have money for lunch? Like you did something right, and that's, at the end of the day, that's all you can do, and because life is short and the stupidest shit
Yeah.
happens, and
And I do know that, Pam, Mama Duck, had took Alex on his first ride. I was
Mhm.
terrified. As a mom, I'm terrified. I didn't go with him, and I wanted to, but I also wanted to give him that freedom.
Yep, yep,
And he was 16 when he went on his first ride. So they drove from Nashville, Tennessee, all the way to Memphis, which is about a 2.5, 3 hour drive. It's a
yep.
beautiful drive. And I told him, I was like, make sure you call me at every stop. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. And he's like, Mom, I
Yeah,
got it. And I'm
yeah,
thinking, no, please. And he's like, damn, you're nagging. And I'm like, I'm a mom. Call me.
yep.
So I did get a phone call from him, and it was to tell me about a little fender bender.
Oh no.
But it was something that was funny, and it was something that was like, oh damn.
Hmm.
And all it was is just basically his fender got caught up underneath another sling in front of him, the rear tire.
Hmm.
And then I remember Mama Duck saying, hey, you got to call your mom. You got to call your mom.
Yeah.
So she made sure he called me. So I wasn't mad. I wasn't upset because most important thing was is that he was safe and the other
Hmm.
party was safe. So
Yep.
I mean, there wasn't going no more than 2 miles an hour. So I
Yeah.
mean, but I mean that worked out. But he came home and he's like, I'm sorry about the swing and this and that. And how I knew that besides everybody, besides, the group telling me how of a wonderful, young, respectful young man he was, the fact that he didn't tell me, but Mama Duck did. He ended up meeting up with Mama Duck, taking and paying for that person's slingshot to get
Hmm.
fixed. I had no idea, but
Hmm.
but as a young man, being respectful and
Yep.
owning up, he took care of it on his own.
Yeah.
And like she said, he was very respectful and very mature for his age, well
Hmm.
driven. He maneuvered the sling very well, kept up. So
Yep.
it made me proud, yes. And I'm like, damn, why couldn't he act like that at home? you
Hmm.
know so yeah.
Kids never do, especially boys. They're, they don't want to be all, too much in front of their mom. But when it comes to, open the doors and respecting women. I mean, when they're raised right and you did the right thing, that's how they are, and
Right. Yes.
you obviously did that. You know, that's
You have actually Pam, Mama Duck, in the comments saying he was a great driver. He didn't want to make that call, and that he paid for all the parts and took care of the labor. So that's good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah,
She. Yeah. It was. He was an amazing kid. And that the same September that he passed, he was 2 weeks shy of his 18th birthday.
mm,
That's when I believe Mama Duck was hosting the first Sling Fest in Nashville, and um, I went ahead and went, and to be there because I know that's where Alex would want to be. So
Yeah.
we went there, we hung out, we met some people, and from then that's where it came from. And a big shout out to Wendy and John Bettis with Savannah Strong from
yep,
Indianapolis. I met them that the first Sling Fest in Nashville, and they actually did a donation, to help go towards, Alex's service and everything. So the group came together, they did donations and everything, and it was amazing. So Alex's headstone is actually black pearl granite, the same color as his sling, and
nice.
it does have. You guys can go on my profile and look under my pictures, but the back
Mhm.
of his headstone has the Polaris slingshot emblem on the back.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I guess Alex's frienders from his slingshot are actually on John Bettis' slingshot. That's what
Yes.
I just said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
what they did is when John redid his sling, they took the old fenders from Alex's slingshot and incorporated it into John's, and came out really good on his sling.
Mhm. That's awesome. And the and so tell us about the ride that you organized and the event that you do now once a year for
So
Alex's ride.
when I
foundation,
first started it, do what?
the foundation and the whole
Mhm.
thing.
Well, I needed something to keep motivated. You know,
Mhm.
I couldn't take time off work because I found myself slowly slipping away, you know, and I needed to do something. What would Alex do? And I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not gaming all day. That's for sure. I'm not jumping on his sisters and squishing them. That's another thing. So what I did is, Alex, he was the type of young man to give you the shirt off his back. If you needed anything, you can ask him. He's going to help you in any way he can, if he can, or he'll help you figure it out.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, let me do a foundation for him. Let me see if I can start, raising money, and let's do a scholarship, go to the high schools and, advertise doing scholarships. So I started it. First year, I did it, went to a young man. He had lost his mom. His mom was in a coma for 7 years. She
Mhm.
finally woke up. She suffered from a rare disease of the brain. And when she woke up out of the coma, it was too much for her body to handle. So he actually, I'm very proud. We stay in contact. He actually just graduated college. Um, he is
That's
in the
cool.
process of becoming a flight nurse. So
That's cool.
it's amazing. And he's also in doing research on his mom's illness that she had.
Mhm.
The second year, it was a young girl. She wanted to be going to school. She loved animals. She rescued a whole bunch of, cats, dogs, horses, whatever animal it was. She helped find homes for, and she was going to school for a veterinarian. So I helped her out with that.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty
So
awesome.
yeah. So this year I decided, when I met up with Paula and some other people, um, I was going to do the same thing as scholarship. So this is my first year doing the event here in Florida, and got to thinking, it's like scholarship. Yeah, let's do a scholarship. And then a member of one of the groups down here came forward and told me about her nephew. He is 11 years old, and he ended up suffering from a brain aneurysm at the age of 11. So he went from playing baseball that day to riding his bike, helping his dad wash his sister's car, to being transported to 3 different hospitals for different surgeries, trying to stop the swelling, the bleeding, and everything like that. And that right there, when I know how serious brain aneurysms can be. And just the thought of that going through my head, I'm thinking of Alex. Oh my God, I've lost Alex. But what if this family has lost their child?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I can put that scholarship on hold. Let me try to help this family.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have medical bills that are stacking, and it's not cheap these days,
No.
and he's got a long road ahead of him for recovery. And, not only the medical bills, the ongoing treatments, as well as rehab. His mom ended up quitting her job to stay home and dedicate her time to her son to care for him. So he still has, I did speak with the aunt. Um, he does have one major surgery still to go, um, unless unless they cannot contain the swelling. So his skull is out right now. He is at home resting comfortably as he can. So once the swelling starts going down, they're going to schedule the surgery to where they can put back that part of the skull in. So, because you really cannot put it in if there's swelling. It's just, it's like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode.
Yeah.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
It's hard to follow this.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but I mean, we can go on and more, but knowing if somebody goes into a hospital, we already know the outcome. We know how this country is about medical and this and that. So this is a young, this is a young
money gets better
child.
help.
Yeah, this is a young child. So
and I like to.
Sorry, I just want to see if Ted could put under Jesse's name the Cash App, where the people that are watching right now, I know not a lot of people from, out of Florida, or maybe some, but if you can't make it on the 28th, so on the 28th, Jessie is holding a ride. She'll tell you more about the event just in case you can make it. But if you know you can't, there is a foundation formed with a Cash App, Zelle, and everything that gets donated is going to go towards this family that she's talking about. So I don't know, Ted, if we can put her Cash App under her name.
Yeah, or we can post it up in the link or whatever on the under the comments. If we could do that, Ted, that'd be great. That way, people can, people can share, they can donate, they can help. Just like with the original intent of Alex's ride is for scholarships, and that's great. I mean, it's a phenomenal idea because one person helped is a lot of people, and that's what people don't understand. If you can help one person with some medical bills, like that's a lot of people, because you didn't know you were going to get this help, and all of a sudden somebody that maybe you kind of knew or didn't know, they step up and help, and then other people that you don't know step up and help. And that's what at the core of what the Slingshot Audio Garage is about, and is what I believe it should be about, is helping people. Whether you're helping people figure out their car audio system or their Slingshot audio system or what wheels look best on it, that's help. And so if it extends that help to financially helping somebody with the medical bills, or when we try to do the the auctions to benefit underprivileged people, or whatever be the case, like it's all about help. It's supposed to be a community, and that's what I like it. That's what I like about it.
And look, we got our first donation. It's coming. Game Changer, Rob, he's saying on behalf of Slingshot Audio Garage, I would love to personally donate $100 to your foundation. So the Cash App is $AMF Alex Montoya Foundation. Then
let me find it.
So if you can put that in there somewhere, I'll type it up on YouTube. And once you send that, Jesse's going to receive that right away. And of course,
you said AM. Give me the Cash App again.
$AMF Foundation.
AMF. How do you spell foundation? No, I'm joking.
Oh my God.
I think I have it. It's Jessica Montoya.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. I'm donating 100.
Yay! All right, so we got $200.
Yeah, that's because that's what I say, man. People
It gives me the chills.
People have thousands of dollars in this slingshot, man. You got all this money in this slingshot. Give $20. Come on, give.
You got 300. Yay!
I mean,
That's
honestly, I can pick out a couple of slings that are my favorite. I can just go and take some of their speakers and, and
exactly.
Hit
the pawn shop up, and then you'd be covered for many scholarships with some of these sound system builds. And,
right.
And you know what? If my podcast, or excuse me, Paula, I apologize. If our podcast turns into a telethon for donations to charity, then that's what it becomes, because this is important. I mean, your little stereo system is bullshit compared to helping people at a level that maybe you've experienced and maybe you haven't. But if you've ever been broke and needed real help and somebody stepped up, that changes you. And that's what it's about. You've got to, It's important.
We have a man of God saying, I'll match Rob's 100 on behalf of Slingshot.
Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
And it wasn't supposed to, turn into a telethon, but hey, that's fine. Let's get $5 more. I mean, come on. You can DoorDash tomorrow. Save your DoorDash for the donation tonight.
So tell us what we're going to be doing the day of the event from beginning until the end, please. I mean, I already know, but for everyone, hopefully some
I do have a couple surprises in store, which only certain people know, which I'm not going to spill the beans here. So, I have a lot of donations that I have collected. Definitely, I want to give a shout out to, first of all, Car Wrap Solutions here in Miami. Octopussy, his name.
Robert.
Yes, Robert. Octopussy suits him fine. So, because he's like all over the place, like one. Second of all, House of Sounds, Alex. Third of all, UAS, Underground Auto Styling. My next one is going to be Miami Lifestyle Customs, aka Snow, for his donation. And I cannot forget his beautiful little queen of snow. And then also I have Javi, who is Psychopatha Creations. He also donated as well.
From La Presión.
From La Presión in Kissimmee, Florida. There's a lot of people. So I try to keep it short, but yeah, so those are my major people that have donated major items for the slings. So I did you guys will get some upgrades if you need them there at the event. So, but to install them, I am off that day, so I will not be installing nothing. So for my groups now, so what we're going to do is, I don't want to take this only statewide. I want to take this or just local state. I just want to take this all over. I want to call out all the way to my boy out in Texas. And I'm sure y'all know who I'm about to call out. That is going to be LED Elite, the original 210 Slingers. So Slinger, wherever you at,
He's
It
in the
is.
comments.
He
On
is in the
YouTube.
comments because I will fly to a San Antonio and we will have it out.
He's he's in the comments. Well, he was. I'm not sure if he is right now, but he was in the comments on YouTube. And
Yeah.
all right, good call out.
Yeah, so yeah, you know I got to do him, and then we got the 210 beauties out
There he
there.
is. There he is. He's laughing.
So we got the
They're funny.
210 beauties. We've got Class from Ohio, and of course, Music City Slingshot owners. We are going to do let's do the new ladies group, the Queens of Slings. We can do
Nice.
them. We're going to do 305 slingshots, Gulf Toe slings, SS22 Memphis, Baton Rouge slingshot riders, the Slingshot Sisters, Coast to Coast, Soul Flow, Slingshot Y Amigos, Mid South Slingshot Club, Louisiana Slingers. There's a whole bunch more. So those are my main ones because those are my stomping grounds. So I am originally from Mississippi. So you know I've got to call out my Louisiana people too.
Yep.
So, but calling out all these groups, I want all these groups to get with their group of men and make a huge donation because the first group that makes the biggest donation will get a trophy. So if you're out of state, I will
Awesome.
ship the trophy to that group wherever they're at. So the second trophy is going to go to best DJ, and that's judged by the crowd. So, and I think I have a couple. We're going to have some battles out there. What do you think, Paula? We're going to
I
have some
think so.
battles. Yeah, we're going to have some battles.
And I'll go live
So,
Slingshot Audio Garage too. But just real quick before, because the comments are kind of moving up. Hold on. Baby Smoke and Different Breed Powder Coating is giving you $100 donation as well. So I think we're at 400.
nice.
Yay.
Yep.
Nice.
That's cool. I mean, that's what it's about, man. I mean, you got. I keep saying it over and over. I don't care. You got so much shit wrapped up into your slingshot, like this crazy stuff. Like I'm looking at mine, like it's terrible and it needs a lot of love. So paint's going to cost hundreds of dollars, and just work. I mean, okay, my work is free, labor's free, but still, you can donate something. Shit, you're going to throw money at a slingshot that you should leave alone. But so donate, man. Help.
Right.
And
You know
and don't
what? I
forget,
don't
it
know.
comes once a year.
I do tell you this. I don't know where he's at. He's somewhere here in the house. Um, but he's been
The boogeyman, or what is that?
We're
He's
talking
been
about
quiet. He's quiet right now because he's in
yes.
the comments talking about Rick James. By the way,
Oh my
her
God, he did not.
boyfriend
Okay,
is
so I'm going to tell you this, and he's probably going to put laughing emojis, and he probably put a GIF. I'm Rick James. So he done blew his fourth sub,
Nice.
and he's like, I blew it, and I'm like, and he looks like a sad kid that didn't get no candy, and I'm
Yeah,
like, no, 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 no,
Nope.
no sub, no sub, no sub. We just got that done like not even a month ago, I think.
That's so
So
mean. No sub.
no,
Like,
no. You can listen to it go. Brrr.
yeah, exactly.
So he was down in the garage. He did some Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, perfect.
He
See?
was patching it up.
Good job.
Jess. Question: is it like that,
Yes.
and then double F, right? So AMF,
Yes.
Double F.
and then
Double
double
F.
F, right? 'Cause
Yep.
AMF Foundation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's so mean though. Like, give him a subwoofer. Come on, poor guy.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you
blow it in 2
really,
days, JT. He's gonna blow it in 2 days.
I
yes,
know. But hey,
yeah.
if you could duct tape it, that's awesome. Let's
Oh,
fix it. Let's fix it and get out there. It's perfect.
oh my God. You know what I have to say on my Riker, uh, Edwin, aka Snow, had installed my system on my Riker. So I'm running 7 6.5-inch DS18 speakers, and one of them is a horn. You know, I really bump my music and it screams.
Yeah.
But you know, I've had this done for a long time and I have not blown not one speaker.
I know, but it's different. It's different for a guy because I don't know if our hearing is different or maybe, well, we are deaf. I think you know that because you'll be like, hey, take out the trash, and nobody heard that, you know. Like, so guys are a little more deaf, so we turn it up a little louder, and I think that's what it is. So
Right.
we turn it up a little bit louder, and then we're like, you know, maybe it'll go louder, or it still sounds okay, and maybe it don't, but our mind will tell us it still sounds fine, and we keep turning it up. So yeah. That's true. Like we will damage some. We will burn it up just to see if we can. Where girls are like, no, I'm not doing that. It costs money.
Okay, so Paula, I'm able to see the messages now. So JP just said, Ted, where is that Texas base?
Perfect.
You know he's gonna say something about that.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
trying to write the thing. I'm on paper number 4 because it doesn't fit, guys.
If
Listen,
well, JB's lucky he's not on the camera because Ted would already shut him off. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 2 Fs. Yeah, Ted would have already shut him off the camera. So lucky he's not on the camera. Because Ted would have, you know,
he's somewhere here in the house. I don't know if he's downstairs. I don't know if he's in the room. I don't know.
What makes it funny is the way you say it. Like he's somewhere in the house. Like it's a scary movie, you know. Like you say his name 3 times and he appears. Like he's somewhere
Hold
in
on,
the house.
we can try. JP.
Oh shit.
JP.
Oh shit. He's gonna appear. He's gonna bust through the door. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh shit. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, well, I guess
AMF Foundation.
I don't know where he's at.
That's perfect.
well, great.
He's
You got
quiet.
so those are going to be auctioned off, correct? The day of
Yes.
the event?
Yes, we're gonna have an auction. So the bigger items are gonna be auctioned off. Obviously, I'm gonna say it, we need a loud person for the auction, and I'm sure we already know who that's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
JP.
Y'all got that. We got that. Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we got that.
Yep.
Let's see. Then we're gonna have like, you know, giveaways, raffles, stuff like that. We've got local businesses donating oil change kits for the slings, gift cards, gift baskets, stuff like that. A friend of mine that I work with, her friend or whatever work at a liquor store, so they donated a fireball bucket.
Nice.
So we have liquor for the raffle.
That's perfect. That makes it fun though. Like, you know, you got to keep I don't know, I hate to say it, but people don't normally like to just give money unless they get something. But so I get it. So you play the game, you know, you get some donations and, you know, auction some stuff off, and you know, it works out. You know, the companies that donate, they get a shout out, and you know, they're more than appreciated. And then, you know, the money's raised goes to a good cause. So that's great. You know, I would love it if we could just have, you know, monthly, you know, money drives to, you know, get a money and we donate it to a charity. Like that'd be great, you know, but unfortunately people want to get something for their dollar or the chance to win something. So I understand. It all works out.
And actually, we have a donation.
Oh shit, is he coming?
Oh shit. And I knew he was going to come in here smoking. A cigarette.
We can't smoke inside out. They gotta go outside.
So
that's perfect.
Okay.
JP, put your phone on mute. Like lower your phone.
He said bye. It's delayed, he said.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, I missed this comment, but I guess you're going to be donating 2 Inter Miami soccer game tickets.
Yes, that is donated. Yeah, that is donated by JP. We're donating 2 Inter Miami tickets for the soccer. Come on, Messi fans. You know,
They're
they're
worth
great
like
seats.
$200 a piece.
Yeah,
By the way,
more. No, they're more.
more because of Messi.
Way more because of Messi. So, so those will be donated, and trust me, they're amazing seats. Amazing seats.
That's awesome.
So, yeah,
That's awesome.
there you go.
You got a hype. You got a hype man right there.
Yeah.
And then we have Moet the painter saying to count on him, count on boss mode. So I don't know. You can maybe send Jessie a message on Facebook. She's Jessica Montoya.
Well, on Facebook, it's Jessie Montoya.
Okay, Jessie Montoya.
Yep,
And
that's it. AMF Foundation. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Yes, perfect. Then we have, who else do we have? Somebody,
Ellie.
Ron said, someone takes Juan's phone away, please.
No, you take his phone away. That's like taking his relajate time away.
So Slinger said he's donating 200 on behalf of LED Elite and 210 Beauties.
Nice.
So that's awesome. That's on the Facebook comments, which we're not supposed to read because you're supposed to be liking and subscribing to YouTube. But had to give the Facebook comments some love. Paula don't even acknowledge y'all, so I'll give y'all some love.
I'm reading. I actually just saw that one. My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You got to stick to the plan. You know, we got to. They're lucky. They're lucky we're going to read it. You're supposed to be on YouTube.
Yes.
But no,
Well, you know what?
He may.
You know what? I'm not saying I'm sticking up for Slinger because he is a buster, but he might be driving. You know, so I give him. I'll let him slide on that. Maybe he's driving. So
Okay.
his semi. So I'll let him slide on that one. So.
Yep. Exactly.
But still, he shouldn't be on his phone anyway. No.
It's true. It's true. But then again, I don't know. Him and Nuthouse, they post memes all day long, and I'm like, are you driving the truck while you're posting memes?
They got nothing on me and Slinger. I think you can ask Paula because me and Slinger, we go back at it daily, 24/7.
I was about to say, wait till soccer season begins. Wait till football season begins.
Oh yes, I'm a big football fanatic, and I love football. So my team is the Cowboys. And
there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
So
Cowboys.
Slinger likes them Giants.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with him. But anyway.
I mean, we're cool, but I don't really like him, but we're cool. You know what I mean? Like, there's about 4 months out of the year where it's like, say, man, why are you calling me? You know, we're not good. We're not good right now. You know, like, just keep your distance. You know, I know we're Team Texas, but no.
He's at home and he just said, "Go Giants."
Yeah, see, he's out of control. They'll be putting that spam in our chat.
And then we have Baby Smoke Damien saying, "Go Dolphins."
Ain't nobody worried about no fish.
No fish.
It's hard. It's hard to be a Cowboys fan. I've been a Cowboys fan since '88. You know.
Yes.
And I've got a brick in the actual stadium with my name on it. I paid something crazy to have an actual replica brick put in the stadium that says Taylor's fan for life, blah blah blah. So it's pretty
nice.
Cool. It's really cool. And then I got like a matching brick that you can have at your house to display, you know, and everybody hates you because you're a Cowboys fan, you know. Like I have the Cowboys grill on my Slingshot, and they're like, man, you could throw that whole Slingshot away now, you know. Like they're like, the TV was cool, but that stupid ass grill, you know. So it's hard to be a Cowboys fan, but this year, baby, we're doing it.
Yes, we are.
I've been saying that for 25 years, so we're doing it this year, baby.
So JP went out and got a doormat for us, and it says "A House Divided," and it's got Cowboys and Dolphins. So can you guess which side is more dirtier?
Yeah, probably the Dolphins.
Yes.
Yeah, because we've been through some shit as Cowboy fans. We know, man, it's hard. Like we have to, you know, we get our hopes up, and you know everything's going good, and then you lose like terrible from a terrible team, and you're like, come on, man. So we figure it out.
Right.
Okay,
right.
sorry.
So before we get too off topic here,
Okay.
to the event,
It's
back to the
football.
Alex Montoya.
Yeah.
If you're not talking soccer, honestly,
Oh,
I don't like it.
the
Oh,
other football.
the other football. Yeah.
The
The
other
real
football.
football.
The other
Football.
football.
All right. Fire feet. Anyway, whatever. But back to the event. I know you had some t-shirts, right? That
Yes.
you're gonna be. So can you tell us about t-shirts? How can people purchase a t-shirt? How much
So
it is?
so I've got the t-shirts. They're $10. So
Yes.
these are shirts that I've had that were made up. So I have to get rid of these ones before I bring in new ones. So I'm letting these ones go for 10. So if they're not able to attend the event, but I can also ship them a shirt if they would like. So I would just need them to inbox me. I can post my phone number to where they can, text me their address or whatever, and I can just send it to them. Um, Also, I'll have uh, shirts there for sale. That's got, Polaris shirts for sale, um, some masks, armbands, little koozies, stuff like that for sale. And all of that will go to for the family as well, donation. So
Awesome.
100% of all of that, although, I put my money into it, I don't care because that money's coming back to go into the foundation to help somebody. So
Yeah, that's what it's about.
yeah.
It is. It is. I mean, I can. It's like a broken record, man. It's like shit. I DoorDash about $80 a week. So what are we talking about? Like, and I know I'm not the only one. So it's just you can give something, and I think that's what's important.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are at 600. We have TJ, Rob, JT, Baby Smoke, and Slinga. And actually, I think I just saw a comment from Storm. I think he said he's going to donate like a weird number. It was like 72.
Yeah. Yeah.
37.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, what the hell? Because he's weird like that.
Trying to find it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so we might have $673.62.
That's cool. And I didn't even have to pose on a slingshot, so
Right. This is much easier.
if I would have started posing, we would have started collecting. So
there it
Well,
is.
you know what?
738.
yeah.
You know what? That's
72.
not a bad idea. Maybe we can take one of, our male guys from one of these groups, and get them to start posing on the sling,
That's right.
Wait a minute. Didn't Snow just win best looking male? He's local. Just saying,
Yeah, he better ride that train while he can, See how you go on tour after your single drops, you got to ride the wave, if he got the best looking male, then he needs to get out there. I haven't seen the photos yet. Damn. That's perfect.
I mean, that is a thought, I mean,
hey, yeah.
I mean, there's different ways to raise money,
We have Man of God saying, whoa, slow down. He won best looking male sling. And then we have Game Changer saying best looking male slingshot.
Okay.
He's way down in the rankings for best looking male. You know why they say that, right? JT, you remember their AI pictures?
Yes. They look like they OD'd on Ozempic, man. They were all crazy skinny, and they were like, and TJ looked like he was like 12, and Rob could have been like 9. Like, it was horrible. I'm like, what is that? Don't you dare post that.
No belly and tall.
Yeah. It's like, who are these people, man? That is not real. Like, just be yourself, bro. Oh shit, best looking male right there.
Best looking male right here.
I don't know why he's not posing on the slingshot.
We're talking about, raising money to where, get the best looking male to pose on the slingshot.
Snow won.
You see, he said Snow won.
I wasn't in Charlotte.
He wasn't in Charlotte. He's in Miami.
Hey, let's go to Miami. I got my sunflowers. I go get them in Orlando.
Oh no. He's got some swim trunks that have
Oh my
sunflowers on
God.
them.
No, don't bring up the sunflower.
Paula said no.
Like, is it just one flower in the middle, or how does that work?
No, don't ask, because then we're gonna have to give back all this
He said, "Is
money.
it just one sunflower in the middle?" No, actually, it's all over. So they're
Okay,
actually kind of cute. They're really cute.
nice.
They go really well with his tan.
It's perfect.
Rob is saying that we need Juan on the sling right now, on the hood of the sling right now.
Right
Who
now.
said that?
Game changer.
Game Changer said that he needs you on the sling right now. Right
Taking a
now.
photo
On the hood of the sling.
on the hood, like
On the
seductive.
hood.
Like,
On the
put your
hood.
feet up. Put your feet up by the windshield, and then kind of do this. At the
He's
end of the bush.
moving.
Oh
Where's
shit!
he going?
Don't do.
He's
He's
gonna go do
going.
it. I know he's gonna go do it, and he's gonna break his hood.
He's gonna do the photo
Tomorrow
shoot
he's
right
gonna
now.
be in the chat like, hey, I need a hood. No, you know what? He won't even care.
No, he'd be like, it's fine. It's
Yeah, put some
fine.
Gorilla Glue on it.
I
Stick it
did
together.
one more thing that I'm not sure because we didn't really get to touch up on it. But are you? How do I ask without asking?
How do you ask without asking?
Remember we talked about it 2 days ago here in my house. Honoring. Are you doing that? Are we doing that? Are we talking about that? Or are we not talking about that? Because I didn't get to jump on here before.
I know, yeah. I think, I think I'm gonna leave that one as a surprise for the event. So for that one, yeah. That's gonna be one of the surprises. So but I will say this though, recently, one of the members down here of the Sling community here in Florida, lost his son.
Yeah.
And his son was 20, I think it was 23. So they're in the process of still grieving. It's been about maybe 5 months now. I could be, give or take. But I'm definitely going to be honoring him at the event as well. So that's another thing that I'm going to do as well. So we never forget our fallen,
Yeah.
So
No, exactly, and that's why I say you got to just find that thing inside of you that helps you move forward, and you can. Oh shit, it's going down. Hold on.
well, when your man calls, you got to go to make sure everything's okay, right?
Hold on, because if he's about to get on the hood, we need people to donate before you show him on top
Okay,
of
so I can't see no comments. So go
I'm gonna
ahead.
read the comments.
Everybody.
Game Changer just said he's gonna go blow another sub.
Tell Game Changer, well, he can hear me obviously. Game Changer, you need to if I post JP on top of this hood, I want to see an extra $100.
I don't think.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, I have an orange light special.
Oh shit.
Are you got clothes on?
Man, he better have
Oh
clothes
my god.
on.
Oh,
What are we gonna see? Are we? Oh my god.
Is he on it? Hold on, I can't see. Let's see it. Oh shit, he's up there.
He's gonna break this slingshot.
Hey, show him the stuff. See?
oh yeah, you see.
Turn the light on. Turn the light.
Yeah, that's that.
Don't worry. I have to show him the
Hold
light.
on, here. There's the brighter light. How about that?
He's on the hood. Well, damn it.
Here's the crazy glue.
He's got the crazy glue. So,
Turn white.
We're doing
now
something
look.
for repair.
Look at this.
He's out of control. What did he do? Like just blowing them out of the box, or?
He's blowing them, and this is like number 4, number 5, maybe number 6. I don't know.
Hold on. Tell him. Give us a pose real quick. We're gonna get some donations.
He said give him a post. He's trying to get donations.
We need a pose on
And
right
let's take
now.
that
Get,
back.
step into
When
the
you bring
seat.
the TV, I'll put it in there so that way you can see it, man. Got reflection.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. Did you hear that?
We have King Lazy Lays saying he's stuck in that position.
He's
God,
gonna be
I
stuck.
can
Sneaking
I
up
can
Give him
on that
big
thing.
easily
day.
I can
Give him
easily
big
get
day.
him unstuck. So real
Oh
quick,
shit.
I'll show you. Here goes mine.
Oh, that's the
So
one. Yes,
so
yes,
if you
yes, yes.
notice,
That's cool. Yeah, a picture of him.
yeah, so light them up.
And
That's
you were
cool.
redoing some pods on that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you said
So
the Riker is dedicated to your son, so that has photos of him and stuff like that on it.
yeah, this will be at the event as well. So here goes the hood. So it's got different
Okay.
pictures of him and his sisters and his brother on there as well.
Nice.
And of course, it's always powered by bitch dust.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I mean. That's really what it's about, is trying to, trying to dig in and find what keeps you going. What keeps you motivated. I mean, you can't, for anybody who hasn't lost, somebody, then it's hard to understand it. But when you do, you got to figure it out. You have to, what drives you, what makes you stronger, and what makes you move forward. That's what it's about.
Jess, are you lighting up a cigarette right now?
Well, I'm not
You are
relaxing.
comfortable. I love, some of the guests that we have on this podcast, they're like,
What?
they don't know what to do, but you're out here smoking a cigarette. JP
Well,
was
I was,
Hope a cigarette on the live.
I
And
was honestly, I was gonna go to the beach and just sit and do the podcast.
yeah.
That'd be
I
cool.
mean, yeah, that would be really
That'd
cool.
be cool. That'd be a cool background. Like I always, we have like vacation stuff planned, and I'm like, all right, so what am I going to be doing that Wednesday? It's like, oh, okay, so we're going to be like in Rome or something. So I'm thinking I'm going
Oh.
to be in the Colosseum, and I'm thinking of all this stupid background. Yeah, that's perfect. Just hanging
So
out. But
he made me a drink.
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He posed for you on a slingshot, and he made you a drink. I mean, damn. Yeah. He's trying to get that subwoofer replaced. That's what he's doing. I know what's going on. I'm a guy. I know.
He said,
What is happening when the ladies are
he said, you done post for me on the slingshot for donations. Now you made me a drink. He said, you really trying to get that subwoofer fixed?
Yeah. He's gonna get that thing replaced.
You said
Johnathan,
what?
That Texas bass, that's what he calls it.
Oh, the Texas. Now he's trying to get that Texas bass.
The Texas base.
Johnathan, we have Mr. Slinger saying, Sam Houston Jr., aka JT, show them how to pose.
That was funny. When was oh yeah, we last week, or the night, the Saturday night we were there, I had like a pole from one of their flags, and they were taking their stuff down, so I grabbed the pole, and I had his Slinger's wife's hat, and I put it on, and it's like, man, it's kind of cool. It's like a pimp cane and his hat, and he's like, hold on, let me get a picture. I'm like, hold on. So I stood up on top of my hood, and he took a picture, and he said, you look like that Sam Houston photo in Houston. I'm like, holy shit, it does. Like, it's stupid.
If I be honest and you not kick my ass, or Ted, don't kick me off this podcast, but why did I think you were trying to be like Mr. Peanut from Planters Peanuts?
Okay, that's okay.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense, because it could be.
Yeah.
I'm
She
like,
done said Mr.
I wasn't even
Planter's
thinking about
Peanut.
the Planter's Peanut.
Yeah, he's got
That's
the tall cane and the long hat.
He does. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's perfect. But
I'm
that's what makes
sorry.
it fun. It's
Oh
stupid.
my God.
That's what makes it fun, because it's just stupid. Like, it's just, life's too short, man, to be so serious about shit. I can't say that
Yeah,
enough. I mean, I say that every week, I think, just about life being short, because it is, man. It's so,
it is.
you
Yeah.
don't know. You
I
don't
mean, you
know.
have to overcome, especially what, I had experienced as a parent. We think that, we don't bury our kids bury us, you
Yep.
know, and you have to live for today and not for tomorrow.
Hmm.
So, and
Yep.
there's things I have to overcome, just from, going through all of that. But, I'm slowly getting there, it's just a process. It
Hmm.
really
Yep.
is. It's just a really process. So,
Yeah. And it's and what you're doing is a good thing. It's not just about trying to stick to what it's not trying to just stick to your what you're raising money for scholarships and stuff. Like you expand into other things also, which is just seeing someone else in need that needs help. Like that's what it's about. Like that's it
right,
doesn't have to just stick to your plan. It can vary. It could branch out. I mean, who knows? You could raise enough to do both in one year. Like it could grow into something where you're doing 30 scholarships and helping 30 people with hospital bills. Like these are all possible things, and you just don't know. You don't know that it's possible until you do one, and
right,
then the next year you do another one, and then you do two, and then you do three, and then you're doing it all the time, and it's not even hard to do it because it's something you believe in, and that's what I like. I I don't prep the show. I don't prep for the show. I just kind of wing it, and it works because I can talk about just real things and people have real answers, and it works. So
right.
it's not like it's
It
work.
does.
It just works out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah,
And
and
with
and honestly, I think, obviously there's been people in the sling world longer than I've been in there, and honestly, I've been to, you know, majority of some of these events. I've been to, Savannah Strong. That is an amazing event right there.
Hmm.
If anybody hasn't gone to that event, you've got to go. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I have
Um,
to go next year.
you have to go. It is an amazing event. Of course, Nashville, Memphis Madness. My first time at
Hmm.
Memphis was hilarious for me, but it was an amazing time. They showed out. They showed me a good time.
Hmm.
Um, I actually went to Sling Experience my first time this year, so
Yeah.
I had fun there. I've been to ATL,
Hmm.
so I mean Jacksonville, Tampa. So I mean I've been to quite a few, but I honestly do think over the years and just being in different groups, through Facebook and stuff like that, I honestly can say that I think everybody just stopped all the stupid petty drama
Yeah.
BS and come together.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what do we have in common? We own the
Yep.
same machine,
Yep.
you know? So,
Exactly. It is. It's so much big, and yeah, life is bigger than your your pride or whatever you think is your pride. It's like that shit's dumb. It is. It's stupid. It's hilarious to watch it unfold
right.
online. I'm just like, these are grown ass adults acting like 12-year-olds. Like this, it's
They-
amazing to me.
block and delete and forget the drama. That's all you
Yep.
got to do.
Yep.
Block
It's
and delete
amazing.
and forget the drama. That's what I do.
right.
Block and
Yeah.
delete, forget.
So yeah, just I mean, like like he said, we're all adults and everything, and everybody's got going through something. It can be anything,
Yeah.
but we never know for sure. So I mean, it's like for example, some people like to keep quiet about their stuff. That's fine,
Mhm.
respect it. But at the end of the day, we own the same machine,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
we love to
Exactly.
ride, have fun. This man loves to ride and have fun.
Yeah, and
Yep.
A
Yep.
one A1A A1A.
A1A is his. A1A is his. So,
And I say that I think this might be Psicopata on YouTube. Not sure though, but just based on some of the comments that he's saying, that's not JP. He's been too quiet. And saying that did Jessica put an electric collar on him? I have an idea that it might be. Okay, yes, it is Psicopata. It is. He just said yes, it is.
Bobby
So
just posted
He did.
saying that that's not JP because Jessica put electrical collar on him.
That's true though. Like That's not the
Oh,
guy that I've met. Like that's a
well,
different
I
guy.
mean, you know what? A lot of people have said that to me, that, when I first, I've known him on Facebook, but, when I first met him, I was like, holy shit, he's loud. Like, what the hell? And I'm thinking, like, what does he smoke? What is,
Yeah,
how does this man have all this energy?
yeah,
And and as I got to know him better, and inside and out, he is just a lovable person,
yeah,
and he just keeps the life of the party flowing,
yeah,
and he's like, I don't give a shit, let's just go, let's go, and he's like, relájate, relax,
yeah,
so he's got that great vibe to him. But a lot of people say that, since we've been together, he's calmed down. I'm like, I don't see it. I mean,
yeah,
but
yeah.
everybody else says that they see that he's calmed down. I'm like, no.
You didn't know him before he was with you. He calmed down. But this
You see, yeah. But I promise you, look, he has no electrical collar.
I don't know. They make
Okay.
them pretty small now. They got the geo fencing around the house, so you can't like get real loud. So kind of like
Well,
your dog, the dog collars. They
yeah,
can't bark in the yard. So
well, you know what he says? He says he's Rick James.
yeah, exactly. That
well,
is
let's
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
back real quick. Let's see if we can get one more donation. I don't know the comments. I thought I pinned it, but I don't know. The comments went away. But here you go. Dollar
It's at the
sign.
top of the live chat. Yep,
Yes,
yep. AMF Foundation.
AMA Foundation. If you can, I mean, there's a few people watching us on Facebook. My thing keeps timing out on Facebook. And then we have 25 people watching on YouTube. If everybody just donates $5, donate something. Let's
Yep.
get out of this $672.38.
Hey, that's awesome, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I mean, like I said, it it starts out small, and this isn't your first, event or the first year of the ride. So, but it's there was a time where it was the first, and it was slow and maybe not worth it, or you didn't know,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, more people get involved, and then it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger because that's what we like to see. It's got to
Yeah.
start somewhere. Like everybody's stereo system started somewhere in their slingshot, and then now it's crazy like it is today. So just like this and what we're trying to do with Slingshot Audio Garage and bringing awareness to different foundations, it's got to start somewhere, and if that's what we are, that's what we are. So it's got to be about community, or it doesn't mean nothing. Oh, she let him talk.
What is it?
Jess, what's the most, by the way, I just thought of this. What's the most that you've raised in the 4 years?
When I first started it out, a majority of it came out of my pocket. So,
So the money
yeah.
that you raised, though, I'm saying.
Right. Well, when I first started out, of course it was, Music City Slingshot, with me, stuff like that. Of course, yes, they donated, but besides that, I would make, Alex always wanted to own his own t-shirt business. So I have all of Alex's equipment to make t-shirts. So I
Nice.
started making t-shirts and hats and cups and anything you can think of. And and when I went to Slingfest in Nashville for 2-3 years, I would sell all the items there. So everything that I would make from that would go into the foundation. And then on top of that, whatever his group had donated, as well as my family, some of my family members donated as well. Then I would come up with the rest of the donations for the foundation. So I would say probably about 60% was coming from me, because that's just me. But the rest was coming from his group that he was in, family members, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That's good though. I mean, and you just never know how far it can go. You could just
Right.
keep doing it, and keep the drive, and that's what it's about, is just keeping his memory alive by doing something that helps others. Absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, definitely, and so everybody who's subscribed, like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, and go to AMF Foundation Cash App, and that's we'd appreciate that. Donate something, give something to the ride. I mean, whatever you could do, that's what it's about. So,
Mhm. And
so
we
yeah,
will be live on Slingshot Audio Garage during the event, which is the 28th of September.
Yes.
And it starts at
1 p.m.
It starts at 1 p.m. And
Yes.
we're doing I mean, you got to give us that. I don't think we went over the itinerary.
It's going to be held at Black Flamingo Brewing Company in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Nice. No, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
So 1 p.m. it's a Saturday, you said, right?
Yeah, it's on a Saturday.
Okay. Perfect. And yeah. Well, and you're going to be there, Paula?
I'll be there.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you a lot, Jesse, for coming on and talking with us and, sharing your experience. And, definitely, if there's something we can do with Slingshot Audio Garage, we definitely want to be a part of this next year. We want to know more about it. And,
Okay.
we want to really try to help promote it and, push it, a month or two in advance because, that's what it's about, it's community. So.
Yeah. With me working a lot, I work a lot of, during the beginning of the year, of course, I work 20, all the days, but when it really comes down to the last few months, then I start pushing overtime. And that is for the simple fact to cover anything that I need to cover for the foundation. That's just me.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, you got to hustle.
That's it. That's it. And when we want to help, do what we can because, that's community. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's always community. It's got to be about community, or what are we doing it for?
Well, hopefully next year I'll be mobile. So I'll be in an RV sitting somewhere in maybe Key West or something. So
nice. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. So, but also there is a evening ride. So at 6 p.m. the ride will start. I'm leaving the ride up to JP. So he's a great mapper, weatherman, planner, stuff like that on that end. So we're probably going to end up going down to Las Olas and then coming back up through Fort Lauderdale Beach, and a nice, good sunset evening ride. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being with us. We really appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll see you at what's your next event that you're going to be going to? Your next Slingshot event.
That's a good one. I am going to, on September 13th, I will be up in Orlando going to La Presion's second anniversary event.
Awesome.
So I went to their first year. It was amazing. There was a great turnout. So we'll be up there in Orlando for that one on the 13th. And then from there,
that one's the 14th. 14th. The Saturday.
Yeah, the 14th. Yeah. Well, we'll get there. Well, you know how, JP is. He likes to start it early. So we say the 13th.
And then will I see you in Miami in November?
Yes, you will see me in Miami in November. So we have to be there. So
got to be
we
there.
We will be there. Yes, we will be there. Yeah, because she knows where I live, so I can't,
Yeah, exactly. Yep. She said she's coming to Dallas, so I got to go to Florida, so I'll be there.
Actually, I'm making plans to go to Dallas.
Okay, that'd be awesome. Yep.
Yes.
October 19th. Yep.
Yeah. So because the company I work for, they hold private suites there at the AT&T Stadium.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Yep.
So I'm excited about that.
Home of the Cowboys.
When you're down for a game and I'm there, you're invited to the box, free beer and food.
Absolutely. I will be reaching out.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you a lot. Thanks for letting us have you on.
Yes, thank you guys so much for doing this for me and getting this out, and look forward to more time with you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jess.
Awesome. That's really cool, Paula. I'm glad we get to help. That's what it's about. So it's the Alex Montoya Foundation, and it's never easy losing a loved one, and so somebody can help, definitely help. So So who do we have coming up next week?
We
And we
have
touched on it.
September 11th, we have Andy from Cartel Baggers. It's a great custom shop down there in Miami. And then September 18th, we have Alan from Audio Hogs. And I'm hoping that his wife joins, because she's so much fun. And we definitely, I think she has like one of the greatest slingshot pictures. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know who took it, but she has her Audio Hogs shirt on. And she's like, yelling or whatever. And then I'm like way in the background with the rest of like the cheer on, the turn up crew. And we're all just cheering her on. So I really hope she joins. I'm going to message her. And then September 25th, we have Kyle from Real Audio.
Cool.
And that's our September schedule. Pretty good schedule.
Yeah, we got a good lineup. And so be sure and like and subscribe to us on YouTube. We appreciate everybody on Facebook also, don't get me wrong, but YouTube helps us be better at what we know we can do. So, at the end of the day, we thought we were gonna have to dock your pay for today's show. So like you were gonna get negative $0. So on top of the zero you make, you were about to have to pay us to be on the show. So I'm glad you jumped in like right on time. That was perfect. I didn't even get to use that joke in my monologue. I'm like, damn it, she showed up on time. I was gonna make some joke about not paying your salary this week, so I was gonna make double zero. So it was gonna be awesome. But,
you know what I'm really looking forward to? Monday next week for Sound Spot, that other podcast, whatever.
Those guys. Yeah.
Those guys. Because there's no event next weekend.
Yep.
And so, they're not cool like us. So they have to figure something out to cover. But I'm actually really excited to watch that show. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they definitely have some cool stuff. I like the just the spreadsheets and the breakdown of, everything that's going on. I mean, that's cool. Like, guys like numbers. Like when you say, all right, well, this person's won this many times, like, well, that's cool. And then you say, okay, but they've never lost, or they've lost this many times, or, this person's lost 5 times and or they won 5 and lost 20. It's like, man, that's my hero. Like they're trying, it's just something about the sheets and the stats, that guys get super involved in. That's super cool to see. So, and it's a lot of information, it's exactly what embodies what I think Slingshot Audio Garage is about, is trying to get as much information to people out there so they're not just buying bullshit or just, just helping the community, give them better information that they didn't have and now they do. So we appreciate TJ and Rob and, Slingshot Sound Spot. That's a pretty badass show. And what were they talking about next week? Were they just going to freehand
Monday? No. So they're going to post the link to jump in from the comments so if anybody wants to just jump in and talk about it, about whatever, they're going to give them an opportunity to come up on the live and, have their little 2-3 minutes on the live and discuss whatever topic. So is it going to be Messy Monday? Is it going to be Let's Talk About It Monday?
That's a good name. Messy Monday or
Monday? Are we going to have some ladies jumping in, confessing their love? I don't know. Who knows?
You never know. No, I saw TJ said that next year he's supposed to have 6-pack abs for next season. And I'm
he was asking what brand, so I think he was talking about like
that's my goal actually for my birthday next year. I'm gonna have abs. So just so y'all know, when the fur coat drops next Sling Experience, the shit might be real. I might not have a shirt for like 6 months after that. I don't know. I promise you, if I have abs, ain't nobody saying shit about me not wearing a shirt. Just saying that out loud, because that's just how guys think. Like I know there's a few guys, like the military guys, that have abs. Y'all don't count. Like y'all seen them. That shit don't count. I appreciate your service. You had abs. I'm jealous. I've never had them. So when I get abs, this whole podcast might change. I don't know. Like I'll be shooting this thing like vertical, and I'll be long up and down, so you'll see like all this. So I don't know, like I'm afraid to see what's going to happen. But that's ridiculous. But it's just being honest.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got off topic. But So yeah, guys, tune in to us next year. Next year for the AB show. Next week, Slingshot Audio Garage in the Lab podcast, and be sure and like and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yes,
Man, I
please.
appreciate you, Paula, as always. Definitely keeping me in check.
Yes.
All right, thank you guys. Y'all have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.